Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athletes, powered by gpac. gpac, growing people and companies. I'm your host, Nick Corner, Assistant Commissioner at the Northern Sun. Today, we are joined by the reigning NSIC Offensive Player of the Week, TreShawn Watson of the Minnesota State football team. TreShawn, thanks for joining us on the Spotlight.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Nick, for having me on.
All right, as we do each week, let's start with you telling us a little bit about yourself.
I am a junior here at Minnesota State. I'm a transfer over from Illinois State. I am from Antioch, Illinois, and I'm actually chasing after a major in sports management and a minor in marketing.
All right, any plans post football? What are you going to do with that degree?
Yeah, I actually want to open up my own training facility. I have a lot of friends that are in that field, and just like having the relationships with my trainers back home that I do, I think it's really fascinating just to have a training facility where you can watch and you can help others grow.
Outstanding. All right, a native of Illinois. You said you attended Illinois State. What brought you to Minnesota State University, Mankato?
Honestly, from the second I got off the plane, I was just welcomed with open arms with this whole coaching staff, and it felt like home before I actually even got on campus. And then I got on campus, and it was quite easy of an adjustment. Thinking going from Division 1 Division 2, it would be a slight different change. Not at all. I mean, with there being 17,000 plus students here on campus and state of the art campus, it made it very, very easy for me when we're speaking of just like a day to day life aspect into being a student. And then football wise, I mean, top notch facilities. Our locker room is amazing. I mean, we have couches, TVs, PlayStations, Xbox in there. Like, everything, it was awesome. It was top notch, state of the art stuff. The coaches were so like welcoming and opening, and then that was just kind of the glamour of it all. But then just pretty much the standards that we have here at Minnesota State, and what Coach Todd Hoffner has laid down for us, it really like drew my attention, and the Maverick way is the reason why I'm here, and the winning culture.
All right, winning culture indeed. Football mantra: go 1-0. You've done
Mhm.
that the first 2 weeks of the season. You went down and beat up Northwest Missouri State. Then you beat Bemidji State on a last-second field goal Saturday night. What have been the strengths of the Mavericks team so far this season?
Yeah, I could say players. I could say certain plays, but that's every game. There's gonna be players, and we're gonna game plan for players. And we're gonna game plan for plays. But I think here at Minnesota State, our strength has been our standards, and has been pretty much our non-negotiables. Those to finish through the whistle, to beat the last man. That is the Maverick way, and that is our strength in this team. It isn't just one player or one play. Pretty much our attitude and effort.
Yeah, as you mentioned or alluded to, just one catch for you in week one. So then you
Mhm.
come back week two, 5 catches, 107 yards, 3 touchdowns. A back and forth contest with Bemidji State. Talk about the atmosphere during that top 25 matchup Saturday night in Mankato.
Yeah, I smile because the atmosphere was outstanding. It was the biggest home opener, so that was awesome. And they kind of, I felt obligated to put on a show for them. And of course we had our Mad Machine doing what the Mad Machine does. It's just an awesome band that we have and awesome fans, and it was just an amazing atmosphere to play the game in.
And as we said, it was a back and forth affair. You scored a go-ahead touchdown. BSU counters late. You have a big third down conversion on that final drive to get you in field goal range. Talk about that final drive and what was going through your head, and then just that last play with that field goal. Geez, that field goal team sat there forever before they kicked it.
Yeah, correct. So yeah, it was a 12 play drive, including the field goal. Hayden made a great QB run for about 20 yards that really set us up in the plus territory. That really helped out. And then we had Gabe Hagan. He had a 10-yard out to get another really crucial first down. And then I got that crucial first down on that out route too, on that third down play. And then from there on, we had Matt Jager. We like to call him Matty Ice, from 31 yards out. And we had faith, trust, and belief, and that's our foundation. We had faith, trust, and belief in him, and he nailed it, and we sealed the game, and the rest was history.
Outstanding finish down there in Mankato Saturday night. You're back on the road this weekend as you travel to Wayne State in what is shaping up to be another fun, high-scoring affair. Both teams averaging over 30 points per game. Both
Mhm.
teams are 2-0. What do you know about the Wildcats, and what are keys to going 1-0 this week?
Yeah, staying true to our standards, staying true to our non-negotiables. Wayne State is a outstanding program, and they have outstanding players, outstanding coaches, and we're gonna go in and respect all and fear none. We know we have to bring our best when we go to Wayne. Like I said, they're a great program. They have played lights out the last 2 weeks, and they're undefeated. So we're gonna go there, and we're gonna stick to our standards and our non-negotiables and give our all. And whatever the outcome is, if we're going to stand there with our brothers.
All right. So you on the football field, you're a receiver, but beyond playing receiver, you're also kickoff return. Talk
Yes.
about that mentality you have when you're back to receiving the kickoff.
Yeah. So all I know is I got to do my job. So when I get that ball, I need to make sure the offense ends up with it in its hands. And then also I want to try, and this is my goal, is to obviously get them in plus territory if that's possible. And just pretty much overall setting up the offense in great field position.
All right, final question for you. What has been the best advice you've received during your football playing career?
Yeah, it's actually been, I would say, pretty recent. I would say in the last year and a half. Our pretty much our mental health coach, Dr. Kampoff. She comes in every week, and we all do mental training, and it's her learn, burn, and return, pretty much slogan that she uses. And I think this is very important for every athlete because it's easy to get hard on yourself. If you have a bad play, if I drop a ball in a crucial moment, it's very easy to get down on myself. But when you learn about it and then you burn it and then you return to the game and you just got to flush it. And pretty much he says how fast, and it's that fast, you got to let it go because you got more plays and you got, brothers relying on you to go out there and play your best game. So I would say from, Dr. Kampoff, the learn, burn, and return and to flush it, how fast, that fast is the best advice I can give to an athlete.
That's perfect. Learn, burn, return. And that's a
Hmm.
perfect answer to that question there. That's going to wrap up this week's show. Thanks again to our sponsor, gpac. TreShawn, best of luck to you and the Mavericks the rest of the season.
Thank you, Nick.